I was upstairs in my room one night playing video games with the volume really loud, when I thought I heard noises coming from downstairs. I muted the TV and listened closer. Nothing. I resumed playing the game for another hour, when I heard it again, only louder. I was sure I heard it this time, and was a little freaked out. To assure myself, I went downstairs to the basement, where I thought I heard the noise coming from. As soon as I opened the basement door, I was hit with a cold breeze. I went downstairs, and saw the window wide open. I was 100% sure I had closed and locked all the windows in the house. I was ready to make a run for it when something stopped me. I turned around and for the first time noticed the closet door was slightly cracked open. I stood for what seemed like 30 minutes in front of that door debating whether I should open it. I moved closer, and put my hand on the doorknob. All of a sudden I heard a creepy crackle coming from inside the closet. I have never run faster up a flight of stairs before. I locked the door, and called the cops, who had an unusually fast response time. They came in, and searched the house, and not even 5 minutes into their search I heard a gunshot from downstairs. A few minutes later they came out with a deranged-looking man, probably homeless. They put him in the back of the car, and told me they had opened the door, and the man was holding a gun, shot at them and missed. He luckily missed, and the cops disarmed him and arrested him. The scariest part was how close I was to opening that door and likely being murdered. Second story. A remote with only an off button. I spent my entire childhood in front of a TV. There was no greater way to remove myself from reality. My parents only paid attention to my older brother, so I would spend hours and hours immersing myself into shows to escape from their lack of upbringing. One afternoon, while my brother and I skipped rocks at the river, I stumbled upon a shiny, silver remote. There was only an off button on it. My brother was annoying the hell out of me, so I aimed it at him as a joke, and pressed the off button in his direction. He disappeared. I rubbed my eyes in astonishment. He was gone. When my parents asked me where he was, I told them about the remote. They told me to stop messing around, and tell the truth. I got fed up with them pestering me, so I clicked the off button at them. They vanished. I felt a sudden surge in power. I was controlling my own narrative. I chose the content of my life's show. The next day after school, a bully was trying to shove my head in the toilet, but I clicked the remote at him just in time. Another plot point wrapped up. I felt like the hero. Later that evening, as I was eating in the living room, enjoying the silence, I heard police sirens approaching. I looked out the curtains and saw cop cars everywhere, and police officers aiming guns at my front door. I walked out with the remote in hand. They told me to drop the weapon, as I waved the remote around, threatening to delete them. An officer tackled me from behind, sending the remote crashing to the ground in the process. I was arrested and placed in a room with padded, white walls. They kept telling me there was no remote, only a knife. I didn't believe them, even when they showed me the bodies. Someone must have been editing my content, changing scenes, or something. Right. I have refused to answer their questions until they give me my remote back. They are letting me write this today, in hopes that if I read it aloud, that I will come to my senses, and admit what really happened. But I've seen my share of TV show endings, and I'm not about to let them end my show on a sour note.